It is such a pleasure. If you're here live with me, please let me know where you're coming in from because I'm grateful for you. And the truth is if you're here listening to the replay, you have a massive desire in your heart. You might not be feeling your best and you want to up level your health, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you're not sleeping as soundly as you know you can. Maybe you're getting out of bed and just feeling like, "Oh, I just don't feel like myself." The truth is, like, we get to have really good quality health. And if our health starts to fail us, then how can we sit on the couch and play with our loved ones or engage in activities with our friends, whether it's mountain climbing or biking or hiking? It limits all of us when we don't have the energy that we get to have every single day. And it's so much of a pleasure that I get to stand up and really, with love, call myself a doctor and support all of you that show up for yourself. Touching lives around healing is one of the most profound endeavors that I can undertake, and that God put me on this earth to actually support each and every one of you. And I just want to thank you for being here and thank you for commenting or reaching out to us, because when you reach out to us, I know in your heart that you know that either you got a diagnosis or your health isn't where you want it to be. And at my core, I'm here to embrace and support you and really stand up and educate you with techniques and strategies that will help support you in your health, right? So today, I really want to talk about you deserve to thrive, not just to strive. And then you say to yourself, well, what does that really mean? And so I want to talk about how you get to raise your standards when it comes to sleep, right? So last week we talked about sleep, and sleep is so important. I have so many patients every single day say, well, Dr. Ani, I get 4 to 5 hours of sleep and it's okay. No, it's not okay, because when you sleep, you heal. And so what is the role of sleep overall in your health? I want you to ask that question. First, I want you to ask yourself, am I sleeping 8 to 9 hours a night? Then I want you to ask yourself, are you sleeping soundly? And lastly, I want you to ask yourself, is after a sound sleep of being in bed a certain amount of hours, when you get up in the morning, right? Are you feeling like amazing? Like you have your vision and you're ready to go? Or are you getting out of bed and you're dragging your feet and you're just not sure where today is going to take you, because the truth is, you have a fall off at 2 to 3 p.m. If your energy falls around 2 to 3 p.m., please drop energy in the chat right now and let me know. And for those that are watching the replay, let me know. Like, do you have the energy that takes you through your day, that gets you into the evening after dinner, and you're enjoying your best life? Because if you don't, then your health gets to have support. And that's where I come in. How many of you want to live your best life and have your best health? I'm asking you that from like the bottom of my heart, because you get to have health. So when we look at sleep as being such an important role in our overall health, it is the foundation of our physical and mental well-being. So when we sleep, we have better immunity, our moods are better, we're not waking up agitated and cranky. How many times have you woken up, got out of bed, and you just want to be like quiet? Because you don't want anybody to talk to you. You don't want your child to come in. You don't want your husband, your wife. You don't want anybody to talk to you because you're feeling agitated or cranky, right? That's so many people. Sleep also, like with that, you have lower moods if you're not sleeping as well. And the other piece that helps us with our sleep is it helps reduce stress. When we have better sleep, we don't. If something comes at me and I slept really soundly the night before, like the stress might not affect me. It just might not like take me out of my game. I might be like, "Oh, I see you stress. You're here. How do I get to maneuver you?" And so that's where a healthy mind, healthy body, and healthy physical self gets to take you when you're having like that amazing sleep. The importance of valuing yourself. I want you to think about when you're looking at the standards of who you are, do you know how worthy you are? Like, what an importance. I wish I had it right by my hand, but I have this little like medal that was given to me from a coach a long time ago, and it says, "You are worthy." Being worthy is directly related on how you treat your health, how you show up in your life. And when we're mirroring agitation or irritation, it might be us that's the challenge. Like if you're having a constant conflict with a partner or somebody that you love dearly, do you feel worthy? Like, why are you questioning them? What is the challenge that you're having? Do you feel like you get to be your best self and perform at your best self and have your peak performance? If if you said yes to this, please put yes in the chat. If you feel like you are worthy and you get to have your best health right now, please put yes in the chat because it's time for you to act on that belief because you are worthy. You are a child of God. God put you on this earth to have the best health, but you get to treat your body and your mind and your emotions the best way that you know how. Or maybe it's not the best way you know how. Maybe you need support. If you need support, type in help in the chat right now because the truth is when I'm stuck in an area, I go out and get support so it will help me move and take momentum. And that individual will also allow me to reflect on what's going on. And they may mirror back something that I don't see. So when I'm ready to move in a particular area, I hire somebody to help me, whether it's in accounting, whether it's business planning, whether it's my muscles are sore and I'm a massage therapist or my back is off, I have a chiropractor. Like I hire somebody to support me because I can't do this in all the areas. And all these little habits and all this little support that I get throughout my life helps to remain and create health in my body. Who doesn't want that? Like these daily habits that you do every single day when you know it might have been missing in your life will help you create health. When you're looking at identifying barriers, this is the third point I want to talk about. What's holding you back? What is the barrier from asking me to support you around your health? What is your mindset challenge? Are you around people that aren't uplifting you and they're telling you you can't do it and you're not worthy? And who do you think you are to be able to do that? Are you in a toxic environment? Is your schedule so chaotic that you can't stop and think about yourself? When you start to identify what's keeping you stuck, then you'll get to change those barriers. So I suggest you take out a journal and start to like look through what are your barriers? What is stopping you from sleeping more soundly, having more energy, having more muscle mass, feeling like you can live in a body that you love every single day? What is stopping you around that? What is that barrier for you? If you have a barrier and you want support, type in barrier in the comments. Remember, today I'm talking about your health standards and you up leveling your standards to create quality health. What does that look like for you? So believe that you can have optimal health. How many on here right now truly believe that they can have optimal health? You truly believe that you can have the best health possible. You don't have to carry that diagnosis that doctor gave you. You don't have to have inflamed joints. There's ways to heal that. Like, it's not just about survival. I want you to thrive at high levels in your life. Because if you have this, I was talking to a patient today, and if you have this underlying like gut issue or cortisol that's, it's flatlined, you don't have any energy, after a while, cortisol is your friend, but it can also be your enemy. It's your friend to decrease inflammation. But if you stay on that sympathetic state 24/7 and you can't sleep, how do you think you get to heal yourself? So I want you to think about, how can I thrive? Dr. Donahue said, I get to thrive. How can you highlight that in your life, that you deserve great health? But then you say to me, what's the standard? What's great health? Great health is different for everyone. I know when I was 15 years old and I was dragging myself out of bed with depression and one time a month with horrible menses for 3 to 5 days and feeling nauseous and not being able to function, that was not my optimal health. Now I can get out of bed, I can live my day, I can show up for you. And like I mentioned, like, I have standards that support me in this avenue. I've created habits and I'm constantly tweaking them. Right now, I'm on a journey of transformation again. I'm changing up my diet, I'm changing up my workouts. I, want to create even more muscle mass and decrease my fat mass. That's my standard right now. So I've hired somebody to support me with it. Where do you need support in your health? There's so many people out there eating junk food and high sugars and genetically modified foods. It just makes me sick. Do you know I'm going to be vulnerable and transparent right now? I have a really hard time going to the grocery store. You know why? Because it breaks my heart. Why, Dr. Donahue? Because I look in people's carts and I see what they're buying. It really brings tears to my eyes. But the truth is, would they know how to do it any different? Probably not. Nobody's probably talked to them about their health and their nutrition. When I was sick, they wanted to give me a pill. They didn't talk to me about my nutrition. Nutrition isn't the only thing, but it is like, it gives you your minerals, it gives you your protein. I mean, it's just so much without me getting into detail. So, if you need help with your nutrition and you feel like your gut health is off and you're bloated all the time, you have low energy after you eat, maybe you belch, maybe you have heartburn, type gut health in the chat and let me reach out to you, because your gut is your largest immune system. And if your gut is weakened, your immunity most likely is weakened. So, what was my point there? Believing in optimal health, that you deserve to have it. And I do too. And I'm here to help support get you there. And number 5, when I'm looking at your standards around your health, I'm going to add a 6th one, I think, but taking action. What is an actionable step that you could get to bed on time tonight so that you could sleep? Is it creating a sleep ritual like we talked about last week? Is it having chamomile tea? Is it staying away from stressful situations or reading emails that, make you go 0 to 100 or take you off your track? I don't know what it is. But what I know is those small habits that you change are going to help you improve your health. And if you're dealing with a diagnosed condition and you're not sure what it is or where to go and you haven't got the help, type in help in the chat, because I want your health standards to be the best that they get to be every single day. And yes, you should get basic labs done. Yes, you should know where you're at. You should not ignore this. Whether you're getting support or not, if you get normal labs, at least you know it's not your labs. And then when you call on support, we're here and we know what we're working with. And then I do specialty labs with you. So taking action and prioritizing your sleep so that you can heal when you sleep. Again, that could include a bedtime routine, reducing your screen time before you go to bed. And remember, we talked about last week creating a sleep friendly environment. And if sleep is 100% your challenge, remember, I put this in the chat last week. I am giving you an offer of a discounted sleep program. And if you are struggling from sleep, this is what I have used with my patients over the last 17 years to support them with their sleep. And you get to have that high standard so you sleep. You shouldn't let your sleep be deprived, because I know that you deserve to thrive and not just survive. Did you know, again, repeating, that your sleep not only recharges you, but it also renews your mind? We talked about that in step one. Just like your body needs fuel to run, you need sleep to thrive, because you deserve to thrive and not just survive and not just get through the day, because you know what? Your life is urgent. Your life is urgent. Don't let it fly past you. Like, life moves so quickly. And if you're in bed struggling, or you just don't feel motivated, or you don't like your job, or you're not sure where your vision is, after a while, that takes a toll on your health. Or is your nervous system on overdrive? I don't know what is going on, but the fact that you're listening to this and on my channel and support, that tells me that you are looking for help. If you resonate with this message and you know deep down that you need guidance to prioritize your health, especially your sleep, type help in the comments, because you deserve to thrive and not just survive. You deserve to have high standards of health, a sense of purpose, believing in your potential. Like, what is your potential and what are you looking to create in this life? And how can you, by personal experience with your challenges in your health, like, how can you get to the other side of your health? Because once you have health and you're living in your heart and living in your body, you will get to contribute to your world. And you know what? That is what God put us on this earth to do. That's what God put us on this earth to do. And then I want to ask you my last question before I end this live. And it's this: would you like weekly messages in email or text where I am like speaking to you and connecting to you? And once a month, we all jump on a live on Zoom and you get to ask questions and you get to get connected and know maybe where your life is stopping you and where you're not surviving, where you're not doing the best you can. You're not thriving, I should say. You're in survival mode. If this is you, joinpocketdoc.com. I just put it in the chat here. I put it in the chat. I will put it in the chat, sorry. And I also put it on the screen there for those that are live with me right now. I want you to look at your high standards. I want you to look at your high standards and where can you raise them? Is it around what you wear? Is it around how you present to yourself? Is it where you go, how you speak? All of this will have to do with your health. Because the truth is if you're eating crappy genetically modified foods, not moving your body, not sleeping well, all the things that you listen to me talk about, your health is not thriving. It's struggling. It is struggling. And you get to have quality health with peak performance. No more joint pain, no more achiness when you sit in a car and you have back pain. Like, whatever your condition is, you get to erase that, fix that, and move it forward. I am here for you. I am grateful for you. And I cannot tell you from the bottom of my heart that touching lives like yourself and taking the time to learn about your health is your best gift. I love you. Thank you for listening. Join pocket.com. And if you're having a challenge with sleep, join the Sleep VSL. And I just can't wait to see you be your best self and raise your standards. Drop in the chat for those of you that are live right now. I'll wait a few seconds. What are you going to work on starting right now within the next 15 minutes that you know is a barrier to your health? And for those that are listening, please do that. Drop it in the chat. What is stopping you? What is the barrier to your health? Or if you're not taking action right now, why are you not taking action? Remember, if you resonate with this message and know deep down that you need guidance to prioritize your health, especially your sleep, type health in the comments because you deserve to thrive and not just survive every single day. That is your purpose from God. I love you. I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a beautiful rest of your day.